We made the craziest face because I got these two pieces. I lotted up, and the bidding started at $5, and nobody else bid. So I got these two pieces for $5, and the guy's face was like, I was like, eh.
Welcome to Over the Years. My name is Tim, and I love vintage items. I hunt for treasures and bring you the ultimate prizes of antiques, collectibles, and vintage decor. Join me, my dukes, my girlfriend Josie, and other guests as we search for history.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tim at Over the Years, and today we are going to show you guys everything that we picked up at the auction yesterday. If this is your first time here, I am a full-time reseller, and I sell on 6 different platforms. That's Etsy, eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, and Grailed. And so we specialize in antique, vintage, collectibles, and then we dabble in a little bit of everything else. So if you like that sort of thing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And now let's jump into this video. So this is our second time going to this auction. The first time we went was right before things kind of hit the fan and everything shut down. And we did really well at that auction. We scored a whole bunch of carnival glass. If you haven't seen that video, I will put a link up top there for you to check that video out. So basically the way that they do these auctions is they have a whole bunch of tables lined up in a room, and the tables are filled with stuff. And so they go to each table, and they have 2 people on each side of the table, and if there's something that you want, you hand that piece to the gentleman, and then they say out loud, this is what it is, and then they start the bidding. At the end, if there's anything left over on the table, people can buy the whole table or bundle things up. You can also hand them more than one thing, which is typically the strategy that I use. They ask if anybody wants to bid on any of the pieces that you hand to them separately. If nobody says that they do, then you can start bidding on that sort of lot of items. So a lot of these things I got together, and I paid only $5 for multiple items. So in the end, I pay sometimes as little as what, like $1.50
an item.
An item. So the total of what we spent was $155 on the items, and then $23.25 on auction premium, $10.70 in sales tax, with a grand total of $188.95. So the goal is obviously to sell all these things for a profit. There was a couple of things that I bought for my mom that I knew she would like, so I got her 3 things. Yeah. So minus those things, but for those things I probably paid, a couple bucks for in total for the 3 things. So let's go ahead and jump into action. First thing up is this vintage tin Winston cigarettes thermometer. How's that look in the frame? That's what
good.
Your job
That's
is.
good.
So I'll get a little closer for you guys.
It's in very good condition.
Yeah, very nice condition.
I see very little scratch.
So I think there's maybe 3 or 4 pieces that I paid a little bit more for. This one, I believe I paid $15 for. Yes, I paid $15 for this, and this actually comps out really well. Probably somewhere between $40 and $75 for this piece. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And then we'll just go down the table here. So I got these 2 radios. I'm trying to remember how I lotted these up. So I paid $5 for all of this. And this includes some vintage. I always do really well on these disposable cameras. Now these are super old. These are from 1989. So there are Fuji film disposable cameras. And then these are pretty cool too. Oh, it's still sealed. Oh, it's got a sticker. So these are like photo travel kits by Fuji. It says it includes a mini camera, film processing, camera strap, and a carrying case. That's very interesting.
How do you get film processed these days? Remember we used to take it to the drugstore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm basically paying less than $1 per item here. And then this is a tape player for Acura. Now, obviously, I have no idea the working condition, but I mean, it looks cosmetically.
How do you figure that out?
You sell it as is. Somebody figures it out. And then this one is a Sony car stereo, and it's still in the box. So that's pretty rad. These things tend to be do really well. I mean, this has got like
The whole shooting match.
it's got
here.
wires. Now it looks like it's probably been used. There's no
Yeah.
manual in there.
But they did keep it in some sort of wrap.
This is interesting. I don't know how this works. This is old school.
What's that on the back? The black. Oh, I guess that's how it hooks into the.
Yeah. There we go. Does it have a model number on here? Yeah. I mean, it says ESR7. I wasn't able to find any comps on this one. Most of the stuff that came up originally, and like I did a really brief research, and it was for the manual. So we'll see. But I mean, at less than $1, you cannot lose on that stuff. Then I don't remember what I lotted this up with, but this is a vintage tobacco tin, Sir Walter Raleigh. I could probably get $10-15 for that. It's in really nice condition, actually.
Looks a little dusty, but that's just cosmetic.
Yeah, really cool stuff here. You can sneeze. It's okay, Mom.
Okay.
Bless you. All right. Next up. So, this guy. Ow.
Whoa.
I got this guy and this lamp together. Okay. So, let's see. Can you see that? Okay.
Bring it down. There you go.
So, basically, what this is a clock and a lamp. And so, this part lights up. It has a bulb in there. And I guess there's like a fish that you can see through the window. And then the clock works too. And it's on this like wood plate, but it's missing some screws. So I have to just add some screws to that. I'll clean this up and then test it, see if it works. I'll get a new bulb for it. If it doesn't work, I'll sell it as is. But I did find some comps on this piece. And it sold upwards of between $100 and $200. So that is really rad. And so I got that and this lamp. Now this is like super Art Deco.
How would you put it? Is that? Oh, it goes in the ceiling, or
No,
what kind of shade goes on that?
I have no idea.
It glows.
Yeah.
Right there's your.
So you see?
There you go. I see that. Bring it down a little. There you go.
And so we'll clean this up. By the looks of it, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it might not work. Although the wire looks like it's in good condition, but it
Yeah,
is.
but look at that socket part. That's
Yeah.
a little shaky.
This is a little shaky.
I don't know. Stick it back in.
It's
oh
super,
no! I see the wire is disconnected there.
Yeah, it's super dusty. But
Yeah.
I mean, these sort of lamp pieces, people will buy them and restore them. It is fabulous. I don't know exactly, like stuff like this is hard to comp because these things were made by so many different people. And it looks like somebody might have painted it copper. there's no markings on it at
if
all.
they paint it, they did a good job.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Might be the original.
So we'll see how much that goes for. But I mean, already you can tell we're going to be way in the profit here. Next up is, this is a vintage advertising thermometer. See that?
Yeah, but here you go. Here you go.
Pretty rad. Now this I paid $5 for, and it will probably, there was nothing else on the table that I wanted to lot up before with it. So I paid $5 for that. Made in the USA. This will probably sell for like $15 to $30. But this stuff will sell quick, easy. All right. Next up. This is the second to last thing I paid up for more than...
Oh, did you have to bid on that?
These two? Yeah, somebody was going back and forth with me. So I paid $35 for these two Royal Dalton pieces. I'm a big fan of Royal Dalton. It's just...
The figurines are...
Yeah.
They don't really move, but if they're Royal Dalton...
Yeah, and so the name of this figurine is called The Favorite. And you can see they have the markings on the bottom.
Yeah, it's good.
And so this one right here is actually, will probably go for between $40 and $60 on this one. So I'm already basically almost doubling my money for these two on that one piece. And then this one right here will probably go for about $40 also. A little bit less maybe. This one's called 40 Winks. You see that?
Oh.
And then down there it's got the Royal Dalton stamp and the name of the item. Alright, so now this I lotted up with a couple of other things. I don't remember what it was. Was it those things I got for you?
Yeah.
So I got this. We'll do hers first. My Dukes, I got her this little nice metal box made in Japan. It's like a little metal bank. And then my Dukes also likes her cast iron trivets. So I also got her this cast iron trivet. And I got this little guy all for $5.
Tell them about the gorgeous hall teapot.
Oh, there was a really nice hall teapot on that same table. Gorgeous. But it had a ginormous chip on the inside rim. I mean, you could probably still have sold it for like display purposes.
But what would have happened was, I bet you would have gotten in a bidding war with people on the lot.
Yeah.
Just to get that teapot.
Yeah. So this piece is actually super interesting. So it's a bull head and it comes off. Now this is actually missing a piece. So this is a mustard jar. So typically you would have the spoon right there that kind of looks like it would make it look like the cow's tongue. I believe this is called a Ferdinand the cow.
Ferdinand the bull.
Ferdinand the bull, excuse me.
Got horns. Timothy.
Yeah, sorry. I just...
Yeah.
All right. So it I've done a little bit of research on it. It's attributed to a lot of different...
That's not a chip there.
No, it's not.
It's in the glass.
Yeah, it's just...
And it's slag glass, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like a milk... It's like a blue milk glass, slag glass. It's a really interesting piece. Now, there's a couple of little flea bites, and that happens on these pieces because they're opened and closed so much. But like I was saying, is that it's actually attributed to a lot of different companies. I saw some where it was called, referred to the maker as Atterbury, and then some people, I guess there's a lot of reproductions of this, but I think this one is original. And there's no markings anywhere. I looked. Sometimes it's hard to see markings on this
Is
blue.
there a ring of fire on that?
Where?
On the top of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get a nice little ring of fire. So now, depending upon how I gotta have to do the research and figure out which one of these multiple makers actually made this one, which is like a process. You just kind of have to look at the details and the specifics of the piece. It can sell for anywhere from like $20 to $75. but it's a really rad piece. I wish it now it'll probably will sell for less because it doesn't have the spoon. But it's a dope piece. And then we actually stopped by the thrift store I actually stopped by the thrift store right by the auction house, as I always do. But I was kind of in a rush and there wasn't really much like jumping out. But this is a really gorgeous, deep, dark purple glass pitcher. Really cool. And it was let's put the sticker in. It was $1.49, so I could not pass that up. It's really pretty. Alright, so we got a couple of Balik pieces. My mom collected Balik for a while, so I always kind of like Balik. Now, Balik is super interesting because you can really date the history, the items, by the back stamps. So this one, I don't know, I'm off the top of my head right now. This has the green back stamp, but you can look online, and I'm pretty sure that this, I can't remember which one of these two is older. I think the brown one, this particular brown one, is older. Now this is a shamrock, I can't remember the name of this pattern. Shamrock weave. But this is like, I'm assuming it's some sort of condiment jar.
Yeah,
and it's in great condition.
Is there a slot for a spoon in there?
No.
Oh,
so
maybe it's a sugar bowl.
It might be a sugar bowl. So yeah, probably a sugar bowl. Really nice piece though. And if you ever find Balik, just you can familiarize yourself with the age by looking at the markings. And there's tons of cheat sheets for that online. All right, so let's do this. All right, this is a beautiful, where's my flashlight? This is a beautiful piece of Vaseline glass. This is, I believe, Northwood Klondike is the name of the pattern. And you can see.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is gorgeous.
What were you telling me? The guy at the auction was laughing because...
Yeah, his face was... He made the craziest face because I got these two pieces. I lotted up. And the bidding started at $5 and nobody else bid. So I got these two pieces for $5. And the guy's face was like... I was like, Kanye shrug. So yeah, you could see. Beautiful piece of glass. And so this, I think I could probably get like between 50 and 75 for this piece.
What you told me last night was all about Civil War, knives, and
there was a lot of like war stuff that was going for like crazy money, and Crocs too.
Crocs. Oh, yeah, you were saying Crocs, and then there was a whole display case of Hall Autumn Leaf.
Yeah.
How many pieces?
I don't know. It was a lot of cups and saucers.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't film inside the auction because it was the first time back and I didn't want,
weird people out, like thinking you were from the county, checking to see if there was any social distancing.
Yeah. So then I also got this piece with that lot. So I paid $2.50 for this. This is Fenton Cranberry Opalescent Hobnail. It's a 5-inch double crimped vase. And this should fetch probably $60 to $75 probably. Hopefully. Alright. Then I got this. Now, I paid $2.50 for this. I got this with something else.
The other pink one? The other raspberry one? No, you got that with the Balik, didn't you? Did you say you got it with the Balik?
Either the Balik or the Wedgwood.
Yeah.
So it's got a couple of little flea bites on the bottom, but this is a classic like opalescent glass water tumbler. This is Northwood, Alaska.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah, and so I mean this tumbler itself, I don't know, maybe between, but it does have the damage on it, but maybe like $10 to $25 for that tumbler. And then we got these bad boys. So these are Fire King milk glass mugs. Now, I always buy milk glass mugs, first of all. And then the icing on the cake was that these are Fire King. Now, these are actually part of a series, I believe, called Fruits. And I think it's either like maybe like 6 in total different fruits for the whole set. But the listings right now for the set are crazy. But like these 2 mugs, I'll probably sell them. I don't know if I'll sell them individually or as a pair. But individually, I think I can get like $20 a mug, which is crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I got these in a lot was, I think so, maybe like $5 for the pair, so $2.50 each. So yeah, be on the lookout for those, guys.
Oh.
What?
Did they come with this?
No.
Oh.
I think I got that separately.
Oh.
That's the only thing on that table that I wanted for you. Okay. Then we got this. So this is like, it has a look of cased satin glass, which is like very popular in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
What are those little dots inside?
Yeah, it's like an optic. So, you know, I've sold some that are like, you know, quilted or diamond. This is like a optic dot on there. But this particular piece has a smooth bottom. So that tells me that it's not of that original era. In, I guess, the 80s, maybe, Italy started producing a lot of glass that was very similar to like Burmese and Burmese satin.
Capodimonte or no?
No, I mean, it was, you know,
Just
how it
some
is in
random
Italy. There's
Italian
a
country.
million of those companies. That's why it's just Murano is like a region where they make glass, but it's not like there's a one Murano company. It's tons of people. So it's the same sort of situation with this. So this is probably Italian glass from the 70s, 80s, I would say. But it's super pretty. And it costs $2.50. I think I could probably get $30-40 for it. It's a nice piece.
I like that optic.
Yeah, that's the whole, like, it's so rad. Alright, now it's Jasperware time. So I got a whole bunch of Jasperware, dirt cheap. I got this diamond green Jasperware dish. And then I got the pale blue Jasperware ashtray. And I got some.
I've never seen salt and pepper shakers. Is this
Really?
the first?
And
You had these before?
I had the terracotta
Oh, that's
Jasperware salt and pepper shakers, and I got a lot of money for those. So technically, I think these are actually both pepper shakers, based on the shape. But you'll still sell them. We'll sell them as salt and pepper shakers. But Jasperware salt and pepper shakers, I'll probably get like $30-50 for these. And they are marked on the bottom. So I got those for $2.50. Now this
Ooh, that's
is
pretty.
a really interesting piece of Wedgwood. I want to say that this is older Wedgwood. Now it has a white inside. Now this is a glaze too.
How does the top feel? A little chippy?
No.
Think
Now
it had a
this
lid?
might have had a lid.
I bet it did.
I am not familiar with this piece, so it will take some research. But you can, I mean, the design on these.
Ooh, that's really pretty. I like this part right here.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
And it is marked on the bottom.
You can't see it.
No?
Nah. Well, a little bit. Is that it at the bottom? Bring it in again. Right. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so this is, and it's a little bit lighter, I feel like, than a newer.
Yeah, it's a little brighter.
Yeah.
It's a brighter blue.
And it's got the white rim and inside, you know, most of the time the insides are blue themselves. So this is a really interesting piece. I look forward to researching it and finding out more about it. But for $2.50, I don't pass up on anything Wedgwood that cheap, because Wedgwood right now is on fire for us, right?
For us, yeah.
So that's everything on the table, but there's one more thing. You might have to pick up the camera for this one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I got this floor lamp. Super Art Deco. I haven't plugged it in yet. Obviously now the top is a little bent. So like this whole thing is like one giant screw piece. So I will unscrew all of them. Now I think I have a ball and here and a flat piece. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Now, so the reason why I say that is because one of these pieces glows. You see that one?
That glows, yeah.
But the bottom one, I mean, the orange parts in it will glow. If you look at it closely, you could see how it glows orange in the swirls. This piece does not glow. This piece does not glow. Now, I think I have pieces that I can replace to make the whole thing glow. And if not, I might take this ball and put it on that lamp and switch them up. If I have 1 and 2, the base and this middle one that I can swap out, and I don't have the ball, then I'll take that ball and put it on there. And then I'll take this top piece off and see if I can bend it back a little bit. And then we'll test the wiring to see if it works. But I mean, the details, it's got claw feet down here at the bottom. Look at that. Down here.
Clawed. Oh, on that's got clawed
Yeah.
feet. Yeah. I love the shape of the base.
And then I'll probably, try and clean off all of these pieces. Maybe try and de-rust it a little bit. See what happens. Barkeepers and rust off. We'll see.
That's really cute, that.
But
nice
yeah,
piece. Let me get up here where the top is. Look at the detail on that. Really nice.
Yeah. And so I paid... Was it 30 or 35 I paid for this?
Thought you said 35.
No, $30.
$30.
So, I mean, in this condition, I figure I could probably get $100, 150 tops. Now, if I restored it and the wiring was actually good, and I, was able to bend this back, and I made it all cohesive with the pieces all being uranium, I think I can get $200 to $250 for it. And then the thing is I mean, I might even be able to ship it in pieces, which would make it reasonable to list online. So that is everything that we got. Like I said, we spent $188. When it's all said and done, I think I can make, I don't know, close to $1,000.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Not that much. You can make that much?
Well, let's say if I sell the lamp for $200, the clock for $100, that's $300. Another $100 for this, that's $400. The Vaseline glass, that's like $450, $475. This puts me up to $500. This would be like $600. So yeah, a little under $1,000.
I'd say $800.
$800, yeah.
Yeah, $800.
And that's best case scenario.
Right.
But still, I mean, oh yeah, don't forget this is like $75 right here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I think we did pretty good.
I think you did.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this nice little auction haul video. If anybody has any questions about anything, don't forget you can ask us questions in the comment section or find us on Instagram. We're always more than happy to answer any questions. And I got my mom this little wire basket with
wooden eggs.
Wooden eggs.
I like that. Kind of, what do you call it? Farmhouse.
Yeah.
Not that I have farmhouse, but I like it. It's like all this stuff I have, and I'm like, what am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
The hoarder's lament.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, so thank you guys as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out all these cool videos around my face. Peace.